Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be running through an updated video on the supplements that I'm taking to help me stay relapse free, because I've been relapse free now for over 4 years, and a lot of that has come down to my dietary changes that I've made, my supplements that I'm taking to kind of fill in the gaps from where my diet misses, and then the lifestyle changes I've made as well. Now, I'm constantly changing and rethinking what I should be taking, what I shouldn't, as I learn more and learn more about my body and myself. So I thought I'd just run through currently what I'm taking so that you can have a think about what maybe you should be taking to help your body. And I'll be talking about the reasons for everything and why the science backs it up as to why it can be beneficial for people with MS and for people in general as well. So before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so I can reach more people with MS and help them on their journey of getting healthier with MS. So my supplement stack has changed quite a bit recently, because if you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll have seen that I actually got a DNA methylation test done, and then also a blood test done with a company called Stride. Now, this was really insightful because with normal supplementation, you kind of just take things that people tell you are good for you, and you just take whatever dose comes in the carton and you just take it for no real reason. Whereas with this methylation test, I can actually see from my genetics what my body is struggling to break down, and therefore what it needs more of, what it's okay with. And then the bloods just back that up as well, because that was then telling me what's actually going on in my body. So then I could compare those two and have a really full picture of what I should be taking, what I shouldn't be taking. I'll leave a link to the company that I use as well if you're looking for a methylation or blood test. Because you can get 10% off with my code, which is just down there in the bio. And I'd really advise it because it's really plain and simple and easy, and it's something that you can get done and then you never have to get done again if you get a methylation test, and you just know that because your DNA and your methylation won't change throughout your life, but then you know what your body's going to be deficient in, so it can be really useful. So essentially what my methylation tests were showing me was that I've got quite a lot of broken links in my methylation cycles. So that means that my body isn't processing a lot of the raw vitamins. Especially for me, it was a lot of B vitamins. Essentially, when you eat a B vitamin, your body has then got to then methylate that and turn it into a usable form. Whereas my body isn't very good at methylating a lot of those B vitamins. So no matter how much of it I eat, I can't actually make use of it. That made me pivot into actually buying methylated B vitamins rather than just your normal B vitamins, because it's kind of like chucking the wrong fuel in your car. It's like putting diesel into a petrol car. If you're just having those vitamins, but your body can't actually methylate it, it can't do anything with it. Whereas the methylated version means that those vitamins are already broken down, so your body can use them straight away. That's one of the big parts of my supplementation now, is I take a B vitamin methylated complex. So that contains all the different B vitamins. And then I also take an additional dose of vitamin B12. Because from my results, and because in one of my previous videos as well, you'll see that I put all my results into ChatGPT, and I got it to tell me a lot more detail about my results and what I should be taking and what I shouldn't be taking. And it basically suggested that I should be taking more B12. Then, really important for MS, vitamin D. Now, we all know, hopefully by now, if you've watched any of my other videos, just how important vitamin D is. And if you live somewhere like I do here in the UK, where you don't get a lot of sun a lot of the year, it's really important to supplement because you're likely to be deficient in vitamin D. And it's really important because vitamin D actually acts more as a hormone in the human body. And so it has a lot of different knock-on effects on your immune system, on your inflammation, and it affects it in so many different ways, and it's so beneficial. So I'm currently taking 4,000 IU a day because here in the UK now it's October and I don't see the sun ever really. And if I do, it's very, very weak and I'm not getting much vitamin D off of it. So I'll be taking 4,000 now all throughout winter, and then in the summer I'll kind of come off of it a bit, especially if I'm spending time outdoors as well. Then the next supplement I'm taking, which is also very important for MS, and you'll probably have heard it in a lot of videos before, I'm taking a lot of omega-3 fish oils. So I'm taking cod liver oil, and that's just because your body really needs that EPA and DHA, and especially with something like MS where it's affecting your brain, it's really important to get those fatty acids in your body and get them so that your body can be building things like cholesterol and repairing some of the myelin sheath. There's a lot of different effects like that, and there's also anti-inflammatory effects. So I'd always advise kind of taking cod liver oil. Before I go on as well, I just want to say I'm not a doctor, so don't take my advice as literal as that. It's just me suggesting what I've researched, what I think works for me, and I'm just advising you check it out yourself and see what fits in with you. Then another really important one that I'm taking is magnesium. So I'm taking magnesium glycinate. Again, this was something that I've been taking for a while actually, but then when I put on my methylation results into ChatGPT, it told me again that that's really important for me because with my methylation cycles, my body struggles to break down a lot of things in the body, like histamine and a lot of kind of cortisol, stress hormones, and that's why I struggle to sleep at night. And so ChatGPT told me that it'd be really useful to add that magnesium, because that helps to really relax the body, settle it down, and it can help aid in some of those methylation cycles as well. So I take one of those capsules about 45 minutes before I go to bed, and that just really helps me to kind of relax a bit more. And it's helping me make sure I'm getting my magnesium in, because in general, a lot of us are deficient in magnesium. So that's definitely one that you should be kind of adding to your list of priorities in terms of supplementation. Then the last two things that I'm currently supplementing for in my supplementation stack are to do with my hormone health. So this was something that I found out in the blood test that I had done. So it told me that essentially I've got really high SHGB, which is basically meaning that my body can't make the most of the testosterone that I've got, because my testosterone was actually really high as well, but the high SHGB was kind of counteracting it, and so I didn't actually have a lot of free testosterone. And free testosterone is really important for things like your energy and your strength and your vigor, things like strength in the gym and stuff like that. Yeah, once again, I kind of asked ChatGPT about this and said, how can I lower those levels? And it suggested a load of different things. But it said that zinc and boron in particular are quite effective at kind of balancing out those levels. And so that's what I wanted to try first, because I know that zinc is quite beneficial anyway in terms of your general kind of supplementation. So I thought that would really help. And then having something like boron in, which is, you can't really get it that easily from diet. I thought I'd try that out and see how that worked for me. So that kind of covers basically everything that I'm taking currently. There's still some things that I'm thinking of trying out. So there's a couple of things in terms of the hormone side of things. I'm thinking of trying out Tomcat Alley, because that's another thing that can help with all of that kind of stuff. And then in terms of sort of my other general vitamins, I think I'm pretty well covered. I think from what I can see from the methylation results in the blood test, it is mainly those B vitamins that I need to focus on. I'm considering getting a stronger B vitamin to see if that's going to have any benefits, because whilst I've been on this regimen, I do feel better in myself. I do feel a bit better, but I'm still not feeling like superhuman. I keep saying that on this channel, but with all of my health goals, I really want to I don't want to just struggle through and overcome MS. I want to blast through it and feel almost superhuman and re-energized and absolutely 100%. And so I'm always searching and striving for that. And so that's why I find all these blood tests and stuff really useful, because I can really get down to the granular of what's going on in my body and work out what I need to be supplementing to be feeling myself and be giving my body everything that it needs to be as healthy as possible, essentially. So yeah, I'm going to look to tweak it going forward, but that's currently what I'm taking. And hopefully, as I say, I can discover more things along the way. Another thing I'm considering taking is hydrogen tablets. So I listen a lot to Gary Brecker, and he raves about these hydrogen tablets that really help with hydrating the body, with reducing inflammation, all that kind of stuff. So that's something that I'm really interested in and thinking of trying as well. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you think I'm currently missing out. And I can definitely look into it, because I'd be really interested. And let me know what your current stack is and what's working for you, because that would really help me, and I'm sure it would help others as well. So thanks for tuning into the video. Like I say, do get involved in the comments. I really love the kind of community we're building here. A lot of people all getting involved and helping each other out in this battle against MS, which is what we want, and that's what I want from this channel. So do get involved, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.